were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is. I'm going to start over. Tara took a big breath as I started talking. Hello, everybody. It is July 21st, 2024. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 sports, entertainment, sibling, Chicago-based butthole buffoonery 69 celebrating. Wettest podcast west of the Mississippi River. It is MELLONfights.
MELLONfights.
MELLONfights, guys. We're here. We're celebrating my 40th birthday a few days before it happens. It's very exciting stuff. I know I'm fucking excited. I'm not, Tara. I'm going to be honest. It's starting to bug me.
You know what, Drew? It's funny you say that because I was talking with my friends this week and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
What?
The idea of turning 40, because like I told you last week or so, I'm understanding what you meant when you were like, I'm 40.
Yeah.
And now that I'm letting it sink in, I have a whole year to let it sink in, and that sucks. You have 2 full days.
Yeah.
And then you're 40.
I'll be 40 in 2 days. I don't care, actually.
Yeah.
Do I care? I don't know. I don't think I care.
It just feels weird.
I don't know that I care. I'm feeling other anxieties. I just think that the 40 is adding on to it. That's all.
Yeah.
But being 40 is not that big a deal. I mean, I went over the amount of
No, it's great to be 40.
I was just thinking, we're going to talk about 40-Year-Old Virgin. I remember when I was like, oh, the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like, that movie's like 20-some years old. The movie's like 20 years old, right? I think. What year did that come out? And think of the amount of stuff Steve Carell's done since that movie.
Yes.
He probably was pretty close to a 40-year-old when that came out. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Which is crazy.
40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, he hasn't done anything. Nothing's touched it. Nothing's even got close to it. I'll say that. It came out in 2005, so it's 19 years old. Nice. Hot. Sexy. You got nothing to say about that. She just sits in silence.
About what? Him being nice and sexy?
Just no response at all to what I said, meaning you probably weren't listening.
I already responded to it.
Nothing.
He has a lot left.
He
has a lot left.
She's turning 40 next year. Like, hey, wait your turn. Wait your turn.
Yeah.
Let me go through my crises.
But you're right. 40 is a good. It's not like there's still a lot of life left to live at 40. And a lot of stuff to figure out still.
I mean, Steve Carell just becoming famous. I mean, he had done a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like he became famous right around that age.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do after 40. I just got to figure it out.
There's so much to do after 40. Exactly. It's the figuring out part that's not the easy part.
My 40-day challenge is almost over, Terry.
It's very fun.
Days away.
I've been loving it.
We know what's not young, though? Yeah, I've been loving it. Little secret, I finished the 40th episode today because I had to do some stuff to it. So I'll record the 39th day tomorrow, but 40's in the books. And I love it. It's so stupid. I was like, what I was working on right before we started. I kind of got sidetracked. I almost missed the time.
Are people going to be like, what?
I think people are going to be like, what an idiot. What a fucking knob. I was about to look something up. I keep forgetting but yeah, 40's young. 40's young.
40 is young.
But you know what's not young, Tara? 81. It's twice as old. And that's the age of our president who's going to not run for president anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
That's my driest moment That's my driest moment of the week.
Yeah, it's not. We're not in a good situation in our. So one of our presidential candidates is a dweeb that fucking got shot at, which is fucking insane. And our other guy was a million years old, and everyone was just talking about how old he was trying to get him to leave, which was the right move. But he waited too fucking long. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
You buried the lead about the president who is a dweeb and got shot at. He's actually a cult leader.
That's true.
Who these insane people like at the Republican National Convention
they think
wore
they look cool.
Ear coverings.
They look like idiots.
Oh, no.
It looks so dumb.
It's wild.
I don't even know.
It's a wild thing.
I think that's my biggest thing about like the Trump lovers. They always look like such dorks. Yeah. I'm like, you're all such dorks. You fucking dorks.
It's weird.
Like, what's your deal?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
Like, I was trying to figure out something that I've done that could be like considered similar to that for like in any facet of life, and I can't think of it. Like, there is nobody that I don't know. Like,
that's not true.
I never wore a Band-Aid. I never wore a Band-Aid when Nelly wore a Band-Aid.
Yeah, but you wear like sports shirts for sports teams. That's all they're doing. They're just idiots about it. It just isn't a cool thing. It's lame.
Yeah.
I just don't care about anything enough. Like, but it's basically their sports team. It's what they care about for some fucking weird reason. And they show it the lamest way. Look at my cool band. Look at my cool ear pillow. But it's so they're just such weirdos. Like every person I show wearing, I'm like, I don't want to hang out with that person. Who wants to hang out with that person?
Well, and they're like, exactly. He's a weird, not cool dude. And his son is such a fucking creep too. He was doing like a live and he called his 17-year-old daughter sexy.
I mean, just like his daddy.
Like, what
just like
how
people? His dad talks about his daughter.
I know.
It's weird, Tara. They're so weird people. They're weird. People like talk about how weird Joe Biden and guess what? Joe Biden is weird, sniffing people's heads. That's fucking weird. Yeah. But guess what? Trump fucking weird too. They're all a bunch of fucking weirdos that no one's checking ever. No one's ever getting checked in these.
No.
They're all running in circles and no one ever checks them for being weirdos.
Mm-hmm. Want to know what I think we should do? We should all do something a little crazy, get a little fucking wild, and have a woman be the president. See what happens then. Let's just fuck around and see what happens.
Nobody wants Kamala Harris to be our president, Tara.
Nobody wants take Kamala Harris over Trump I do over Trump any day.
I'm just telling you, if she runs, she's not winning president.
Well, that's what I said. I said, like, because he endorsed Kamala Harris, and I go, there goes another Trump victory, because guys aren't going to vote for women because they hate them.
Just guys, women don't like Kamala Harris, Tara. She's just not. No one's liked her for 4 years. She just isn't very likable. I don't know much about her because she just, to me, has been in the background. They don't even show her.
Well, they really haven't given her any.
That's my point.
Right, that she hasn't.
It's like, so why would anyone want to vote for her? I don't know what they're gonna do. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird. The world is slowly burning to the ground. It's not even slow. It's like fast. It's very fast.
I know.
It's fast and exciting. That's enough of politics. I'm over it. Unless you have anything else to say.
I'd say no, because it just stresses me out.
Sports wise, what's going on? Kind of a weird. Wasn't the WNBA All-Star game today? Was that true?
No, that was on Thursday.
The game was Thursday? No,
it was yesterday. It was on Saturday. My days are all crazy.
Oh, it was yesterday. So we missed it. Oh wow.
It was yesterday. Yes. It was Team USA basketball versus the WNBA Stars. Yeah.
That's so people that made the team played the All-Stars.
Yeah.
Who won?
Yep.
Who won, I said?
The WNBA Superstars.
Oh, that's funny. Good job, Team USA.
Yeah.
Good job, Team USA.
Arike, there was a girl that like was on fire. Her name's Arike Ungubale. Ooh, nailed that one. And she hit 34 points. I think Cheryl Miller was coaching the WNBA superstars and went to put Caitlin Clark back in, and she's like, nah, let's let this girl cook. And she stayed in the game, and I think it was the most points scored
Ever?
at a WNBA superstar game or
It's crazy.
all-star game.
I feel like every WNBA record, like single season record, is getting beat this year. It's very strange. Like there's a record beat every, like, oh, it's the first person ever to do this. Nice.
And I think Angel Reese got another double-double.
Sick.
And
with 12
Caitlin
points.
Clark only had 4 points. Didn't shoot much, but had 10 assists. So I bet she was having fun passing the rock.
Probably. I'd be really stupid if I was Team USA basketball. If I'm not even the team, not even the players, the people that built the team. Like, you idiots.
Yeah.
Fucking look dumb.
Well, especially since there's quite a few rookies on the team. And
yeah.
I mean, I still think that regardless, I had something on it. I still think regardless, the Team USA is going to win, but
yeah, probably.
it'd be more fun to have.
Imagine. But
it just would be more fun.
Listen, they just put a bunch of old people on the team. The NBA did the men's team's similar, but at the same time, LeBron James and Kevin Durant are still some of the greatest players on the planet, so it makes sense to have them on the team.
Yeah, LeBron's freaking awesome.
Relax. Why don't you just gargle LeBron's balls?
Gargle. I might. He's good, Drew. Just because he's kind of
I'm so tired of your LeBron fandom.
He's good.
I'm tired of it.
What can
Tara.
I say?
It's the first thing we ever talked about on this podcast was LeBron versus MJ. And you've been gargling ever since.
Yeah, and I did terrible.
What do you mean you did terrible?
Drew, I did not plead my case very well.
Have you gotten better?
Quickly.
Have you gotten better at that?
No, but I still can love the guy.
I just mean in general. Plead your case on something. Get to it. Plead away. Why should I care about LeBron? He's awesome. Yeah, I know.
He is.
Yeah, I know.
Guess what? He's
you said it was such
almost 40.
He is almost 40.
He is.
He turns 40 this year.
He's almost 40, and that dude does. I mean, he's gonna play for as long as he wants to. He's gonna be awesome until the end, and then when he's done with that, he's gonna go and do a billion other things that I wish I could do that I'm not gonna be able to do.
Because you're a woman.
And I don't know, because I'm a woman.
Yep.
And yeah.
Because you're a woman.
I was trying to think of another reason, but there's only one.
That's the main one. That's the big dog.
Mm-hmm.
Sports wise, anything else? We talked WNBA All-Star Game. Home run derby happened.
We're late. Yeah.
It wasn't very good. I hate it now, Tara. It sucks. It did end up having like one good round. There was one good round where it kind of just the way they do it is dumb. Just go back to like 10 outs and it's not really timed, just so a guy can take good pitches. It's not fun when you just throw the ball over and over and over again. You don't really get to watch the majestic home runs. You're kind of like, before it lands the next one. Why haven't they fucking figured that out? When it was most popular is when there was 10 outs. And guys that was when it was by far the most popular. Bring it the fuck back. Stop with your bullshit.
And who cares if it takes long? That's one thing that people don't care. People don't care because they want to see the ding dong. They want to see the dinger. They want to see the ding dong. And guess what?
They want to see the long dong. Thank you, Mom.
The full dong.
They want to see full dong. They want to see the full shaft to tip.
Yes.
They want to see base. They want to measure from the base to the tip.
Base to the tip. They want to see it all.
They want to see it all.
And it's just, there's not big names in it. Well, maybe there would be if people cared about baseball. That's the thing. Baseball just seems like a dying sport. So everything they're doing isn't helping themselves.
No. No Shohei in it doesn't help. Things like that.
Yeah.
He hit a home run.
And then they decide, well, let's have some like random country singer do the national anthem.
Worst national anthem ever. So bad that she had to pretend she has to go to rehab because she was drunk. Stop.
Yes. Yeah.
Stop, lady. That's how you sing.
Singer.
I mean, she might have been drunk.
Yes.
She might have been. But that's how she sings. Like I went with the other songs. She doesn't have a strong voice. That's how she sings. She doesn't have a strong enough voice to sing the national anthem. And it was so fucking weird.
It was weird.
Imagine
And there's a
being
lot
that-
of like moaning,
Imagine about sucking that bad. He's like, fuck it. I'd rather say I'm going to rehab.
right?
I mean,
I
did she go to
know.
rehab?
She's like, I don't know. I mean,
sure she
who's
did.
fact checking?
Oh, I'm sure someone would tell you if she didn't.
Like a mental health rehab.
So funny. Fucking crazy.
Hmm.
Fucking nuts. It was so
She
bad.
was so bad.
I mean, I don't think...
and you could
the
tell
roast-
she knew she was doing bad.
No, I don't think she knew.
No, she did. It showed her at the end, and it looked like she.
That's how
was
she
just
sings,
like,
Tara.
Oh my god.
That's what she sings like. That's her faces she makes. She stinks.
Mm.
She thought she was nailing it.
That was a choice to have her then.
Here's the thing. The people that pick that just pick a name. They don't know. Think these idiots don't know shit. All I know is this, Tara. It was funny, and like she was getting roasted before it even like. It happened while we were recording.
Yeah.
And the second I got off, it was already like I went to watch the Derby, and I was getting stuff on my phone about it, and I had to send it to you right away just to show you how fucking wild it was.
I mean, she made Fergie look like a artist.
Here's
like,
the thing: is I don't even think about Fergie as being bad. I think about it being fucking insane.
weird.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the worst one. I'm like, no. That one was just really memorable because it was so strange. If someone said she was going to rehab the day after that, I go, yeah, I bet. She was on something. No, but she's just on Fergie. Her drug is Fergie.
Yeah,
Fergie's drug is Fergie.
There's no doubt. What do you want, Fergie?
I'm on Fergie.
I'm on
Fergalicious.
Fergie.
Womp.
Definition make the boys go crazy.
Pow, 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 pow. Man,
Shaq went to bat for Fergie. He's like, don't mess with my girl. She did it. She did her thing
when did he do that?
when it happened.
Oh, he's right. I didn't.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was the best. It was like it's the funniest thing of all time. It's like
I mean,
so.
she was feeling
She wanted to fuck America that night, and she did.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna sing the national anthem. So I love America so much. I'm gonna try to fuck it through song, and she did. There's don't tell me
Succeeded.
that some of those NBA players weren't like, I like what I'm hearing. It was their Mr.
Shaq
President.
did.
It was their Mr. President moment.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, who's this? I mean, they all knew Fergie already, I'm sure.
They're like, now we have to go play basketball. I just wet my pants.
Wow. Alexa, turn on Jazz
Too far?
Daddy. This was lit weird. I want to get it going. Jazz
Let there
Daddy.
be light.
Look at me light. Look at me lit. I'm litty as hell. Tara, any other sports?
Drew. No, there really wasn't. I mean, golf happened.
Cares.
Xander Schauffele won again.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't care that much.
No, I don't care about golf at
I
all.
don't care at all. You know, without Tiger, who gives a shit?
I know. And Tiger's washed.
Tiger's washed. Yeah, he
That's
didn't even
okay.
make the cut.
He's had a
Look at us
he's had a
talking
lot of
golf.
stuff happen.
got it.
in
We
his
know
life.
enough.
He's had yeah, but like he's had a lot of stuff happen in his life that it's okay that
He's an old man, too.
Like he's an old man and
His body
almost
is like
died, almost
pieces.
lost a
His
foot.
body's in pieces.
His back's been a issue for years.
It's actually really
I mean,
crazy that he won that Masters a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was nuts. He won the Masters, right? Oh no, he's
I thought
close.
so.
Did he win it again?
Mm.
He won something. Did he win the Masters? What happened?
It wasn't. Was it after his accident?
He won in
or before?
2019. 2019. He won it.
Was that after his accident or before?
Can't remember. I think it was before.
I can't either.
It was before.
I think so too, because I think his
accident was during
really
COVID.
fucked him up.
But I think he had a good
Yeah.
showing at the Masters not that long ago. A couple years ago, I think, where he like was in the mix,
Mm-hmm.
if I recall. So we're celebrating 40. I'm 40. So we have a couple of things we said we were going to do. We did. I got to be honest, not as easy I thought it was going to be. But we're going to do.
No.
Let's start with our list of our top things that are 40. So we did our top 3 plus 40 things. The list, we were supposed to have 5. It was hard for me to get 5. I actually made a list of 5 40s I don't like. as well because it was easier for me
Oh,
to come up with that.
okay.
It was easier for me to come up with that,
All right.
honestly.
I really like my 40 list. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that's good.
I think I did a good job.
That's good. Hold on. Let me pull mine up. You can go first.
All right.
I got to put mine in order.
My number 40.
Yeah. Can I tell you something?
40s.
I don't have 40. So
You don't have 40?
Well, I have.
You don't have 5.
I cheated. My number 5 is a cheat. I'm cheating. But we'll go ahead. Go with your number 4 or your number 5.
My number 5 is 40 Ounces to Freedom. It's a Sublime album. I loved it.
Oh, wow.
It was like one of those albums that I listened to all the time. And I was a pop girl, right? In high school, I loved pop music. I loved boy bands. I loved Britney. I loved pop. But Sublime, I was all ska.
You were all ska.
When I heard Sublime for the first time, yes. Because is that what they're considered, ska? Maybe?
Yeah, I think they're
Maybe
in the
not.
ska something or other. I never was into Sublime.
Loved them.
Never was into Sublime.
Ugh.
I remembered a top 40.
Love them.
I remembered a 40 I wanted to put on my list. So we're good now.
Okay.
I never liked Sublime,
So
Tara. I
that's
gotta
my
be
number
honest.
5.
What's the song from that album?
I know this about you.
What's the song?
My
from that album?
Ruka.
What was their big one called?
From that album?
No, what was the big album?
40 Ounces to Freedom. Oh,
the one album that was huge, and then everything out, and then I don't really know.
Why can't I think of it? What I Got?
The album is called What I Got?
It might have been the wrong. I don't know what that album was called. I know all the songs on it.
Wine. I
I do.
some wine. Tell me what it is. Then
I said, I don't know.
Figure it out.
I don't know the names of a lot of albums.
I don't really care what it's called, to be honest. Actually,
I'm looking it up because now I care.
They're considered ska punk and reggae rock.
Oh, it's just called Sublime.
Okay,
Their Sublime album. Amazing.
It's just self-titled. Okay.
Yeah. And that was probably they're all so good. I really
So my number 5 40 thing is, I said turning 40, actually. It's cool to get to 40. Not everyone gets to 40, and it's not bad. I'm not like, it's just like, oh, I'm getting old, but it's kind of cool. I'm 40, baby. I'm 40. I'm 40. Oh, man.
I'm a man.
Man,
I'm 40.
Quote,
I'm a man.
That quote is an honorable mention now for me. I'm a man.
Okay.
I'm 40. In fact, I'm replacing turning 40. Turning 40 is not on my list anymore, Tara. My number 5 40 thing is the quote is, I'm a man, I'm 40. Let me see if I can get the quote exactly
That's a good
right.
one. It's so good.
Let me get the exact quote. All right, here we go. Let me get the exact quote. Why? He goes, hold on. Okay, so it's Mike. Okay, those that don't know, it's Mike Gundy's a college football coach. And the people are talking shit about the players. And he goes, come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm 40. That's what he yells, Mike Gundy. That's my number 4. Or that's my number 5 40 thing is the Mike Gundy, I'm a man. I'm 40 outburst. What's your number 4?
I mean, classic.
Yeah, it's really
classic.
Good. Should I play it?
My number 4.
Should I play just that quick?
Yeah.
Hold on, just so people. I hate the internet sometimes, man.
For me.
We're the
end of society today. Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not a kid. Write something about me.
Yeah, that's the quote.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's a controversial dude, though, because he's
a dipshit.
He just was in the news.
He says
defending
all sorts of shit. Crazy.
Yeah. He's defending his running back drinking and driving. I've done it all the time. I've done it so many times.
I did hear that. Fucking nut. Yeah. It's like, that's not good, bro. We've all done it, sadly. And it's dumb. We should never, if we get caught, we get caught. We should own up to it. Tara, what's your number 440 thing?
my number 440 is Rick D's in the weekly top
That's my number
40.
4. That's my number 4.
Look at us.
Rick
I
D's in
just
the weekly
remember
top 40.
Rick D's in the weekly top 40.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Listening to that on the radios on
Yeah.
Saturdays. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going to be number 1? What's
Yeah.
going to hop up the list? What's going to fall? So good. He
It's
had
great.
an awesome voice. His voice was very like quintessential radio voice. So
It really was.
I
He'd be a
loved
great
it.
podcaster.
He would be.
And they
Ooh.
are
What was
still
that?
Here he is.
tearing it up. The Bee Gees. I love this. 3 sons of the English band leader Hugh Gibb, who started performing in 1955
That's a voice.
under names like
That is a voice.
I didn't get a good
This
clip.
is a strong
That's a good
voice.
voice.
Mm-hmm.
But he'd do like a little thing about who was number 1 and give a little rundown of like who they are and how they got there.
Yep.
Casey Kasem was good, obviously too, but I like
He was.
So he didn't have Rick D's in the weekly top 40. How many did
that
Casey
was-
Kasem do?
Maybe the top 40.
Let me look.
I don't know.
Oh, he did top 40 too. Shit.
Oh.
But we got Casey
Well, it's
Kasem.
called like
Why was it top 40?
I
You
mean,
think that they did?
because it's like top 40 music. It's
I
like
know,
what
but
it's
why
called.
was it 40?
I don't know.
Why'd they do 40 instead of 50 or 25?
I don't know.
So I guess it was just you did 40. So Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
But Rick D's in the weekly top
Could
40
be
just
yours.
is what we listen to.
That was our generation's Casey
Casey
Kasem.
did it for years.
I know Casey Kasem from Saved by the Bell, not the top
And from
40.
New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Nice. Well, that was my
Ready?
number. That was my number 4 as well. So you can go. do
Look
your
at
number
us. My number 3 is John Lennon, Forever 40.
3. Bad.
He died at 40. Huh?
He's kind of a turd.
Why is that bad?
Lennon's
I loved him.
He's kind of a known turd.
Well,
Like abusive and
he's a great
shit like that.
He's a great musician. I like John Lennon. He's one of the best musical artists of all time.
He's known for being abusive.
He was
husband.
born in 19...
That's not good.
Okay.
And he was also full of shit. I'm not a big Lennon guy. Did you know that about me? Not a big fan.
No, but I'm a big Lennon girl and I like him. So
All right,
let it be.
keep him on there. Put him high. Put the abuser high on your list.
I'm going to.
Tell me more about him. Tell me what you love about the guy.
Now I'm mad at you because now
Why
I have
can't
to
I? That's the whole
think
point of
about
this.
it.
I can have an opinion on him. Tell me about him. Let's hear
Well,
about him.
He's part of the Beatles. Beatlemania. Wrote
I fucked you
all
up
the
for so
Beatles
sorry.
songs with Paul. Wrote
Yeah.
all the songs with Paul. Amazing vocalist. Just like cool vibes. His song "Losing You" is one of my favorite songs ever. And he was gone too soon.
Mm.
He got assassinated.
Mm. Yeah, that part's not good. Did I ever send you the
No.
picture where it's him and Yoko? You know when they were staying in bed as a protest. They weren't going to get out of bed. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a thing.
John. Okay,
Hold on,
John
let me
Lennon
finish.
music.
Let me finish. And then there's a famous picture of him and Yoko not in the bed while the housekeeper makes the bed up for him.
Ew.
Oh, he's the worst. He's just fake and full of shit. That's what's going on. He's just some dude. He's just a dude.
I'm really into his music.
I love
I'm
it.
just
I
gonna
love
say
it. Hey, maybe all
His
my
Christmas song. His Christmas song.
I'll give you that. His music, forever.
One of the best.
His forever 40ness. That's
Oh.
fine. I'm with you. My number 3. Am I at 3?
Yes.
My number 3 is the 40-Year-Old Virgin. It could be higher, but I love the 40-Year-Old Virgin. But the next two things I like, they're fun. 40-Year-Old Virgin is probably my favorite comedy of the last 20 years, I'd say. I would say yes, for sure. It's probably number 1. And then Superbad's pretty close. But I like
It's to me, it's a perfect movie. It is much higher on my list.
Okay, we can talk
It is
about it. Let's talk about it when we get there then.
Okay.
I didn't want to put it number 1 since we were going to fucking do a list about it anyway. But since you are, it'll make sense because we'll go right into our other list.
Yeah.
So what's your number 3?
I already told you, and you chat all over it.
Oh, okay. What's your number 2 then?
My number 2 is Chris Jones' 40-yard dash at the combine.
Well, my number 2 is just 40-yard dash in general. So you
Mine
can
is Chris Jones in particular.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I just want to say
it's the
it's
best
that, so we
one
can talk
ever.
about it. Yeah, let's just talk about it. Yeah, because his dong
It's
fell
the
out.
best. Yeah, and he just
And you got
explodes
horny.
his shorts.
You got horny off his hog.
And then he falls and it rolls over, and it was such a funny moment.
So
and then he
weird.
ended up being like a freaking one of the best defensive players in the league, and he's got that to remember for the rest of his life. And it's like whenever you talk about Chris Jones, you can't forget about his 40-yard dash.
He's got a powerful dong.
He's got a powerful dong. He's all dong. He's all dong.
But yeah, that's why my number 2 is the 40-yard dash and the 40-yard dash. My number 2 is the 40-yard dash in general, because you get moments like that, and it's really fun to see who's the fastest. And I love to see these guys that are super fast, and then so people draft them really high, and then they just do nothing in the NFL. That wasn't the case before.
Right.
Like back in the day, if you were the fastest 40-yard dash, you were usually really good. But now the way these guys train, it's like almost like a skill to run a 40, so it barely even matters.
Yeah.
It doesn't barely matter, but back in the day, it was just like Chris Johnson was just fast as fuck when he ran the fastest 40 time. Deion Sanders was fast as fuck. Now it's like super like training and things like that. It's like people that train to dunk that are just dunkers, but they never aren't really good at basketball, but they like have learned how to jump higher, like using like
definitely
physics and shit in practice, obviously, but it's kind of a similar
there's
thing.
so much more science behind like running now.
Yeah,
and how
so
to
I don't even know if
increase your speed and.
Yeah, I don't know how much they even use the 40 speeds anymore for guys. I think probably too much if I had to guess, because it doesn't mean
it is fun though, and like when there's a big guy that's just crushing a 40, just
for sure. So I know what your number 1 is. So we'll do it last, so we can just go straight into it. So I'll do my number 1. Okay. So my number 1 is doing Edward 40 hands. Edward 40 hands is funny. 40s in general. I was gonna drink a 40 today for the pod, but I was gifted a 40 yesterday at my birthday party, and I drank it, and I just drinking another 40 today sounded like a bad idea. It really did. I may have one on my birthday. I probably will have one on my birthday. Have a 40, just for a high life, hopefully. But I had a Budweiser.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Budweiser guy, but I drank that. I didn't dislike it. But Edward,
I had a sip of it, and let me tell you, Bud Heavy is
kind of
where it's at. That is a creamy beer.
But I will say, Edward 40 hands is really funny. Edward 40 hands, it's a dumb thing. If you've never done it, I don't really suggest to do it because it is kind of dangerous, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I've done it and I had fun. I did it once, maybe twice. It's not it's weird. It's a weird, your beer gets warm, but like as a young man, if you can, handle your beer a little bit, it's a fun thing to try at least once. And it's funny to watch other people do it too, I would say.
I did it, but I totally cheated. I only did one hand.
That's not Edward.
So it was pointless.
That's Edward 40 hand.
I know, but I did Edward 40 hand because I can't drink 6 beers, and if I
don't know who invented that duct taping 40s to your hands. Who was the first one? Like Edward 40 hands. That's a funny name. That's a funny bit. Whoever came up with that first, genius.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Tara, do your number 1.
My number 140 is 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like I said earlier, it's a perfect movie to me. There are so many funny memories. I can just think about, one of my favorite things is I was sitting in the front room. Dad and Uncle Mush were sitting in the family room watching it, just giggling to each other. And it just brings so much joy to my life.
When's that time you think you watched it?
Steve Carell's breakout performance. I feel like it's on all the
time,
so I'll catch it on TV. Start to finish?
Yeah. Was this time you turned it on and watched the damn thing?
A couple years. Maybe 3 years ago.
Okay. It's not bad.
How about you?
Yeah, probably similar. I watched it at the hotel.
But I mean,
when I was still working at the hotel, we threw it on every once in a while. I know we watched it during COVID at the hotel when we had nothing going on. So that was fun, I would say. But yeah, so 40-year-old virgin. So our next thing is we both picked our top 3 40-year-old virgin quotes. Top 3 40-year-old virgin quotes. This was really hard because there's so many. But I chose the 3 that I quote the most. I thought I quote the most myself, I would say. So
Yeah. Oh, I have 4. I have to cut one. I gotta cut one.
You can just do it. Well, I'm sure after we do our top 3, we'll just name a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
So what's your number 3 40-year-old virgin quote?
My number 3 favorite quote from 40-year-old virgin is, "Let's get some fucking French toast."
That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a good one.
That was
doesn't make my top
great role by Leslie Mann. She was amazing in it.
Yeah, that's a fun scene in general.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second here.
I just thought of another one from that scene.
What is it? No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah.
Because what if I... Hold on a second here. Why is this being weird? Man, this was working better earlier. Now it's working like shit. Yeah, so that's a good one. I struggled. So my number 1, I can't see you. Are you still there? There you are. Okay. My number 1, or I'm sorry, my number 3 was, when you grab a woman's breast, it feels like a bag of sand. He doesn't say it that fast. It feels like a bag of sand. And then, so there's that, but then there's later when he's on his bike, he goes, "A bag of sand, man? You can do better than that." He's like mad at himself. He knows how bad a bag of sand was. So that's my number 3.
That's actually that's my number 1.
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
funny. I mean, I do love
because
that part. Which part?
I will say it all the time. "Bag of sand, come on, man! You can do better than that."
Yeah, that's the best. Just this, both the bag of sand quotes together, are awesome. So that's your number 1. That's a good number 1. Sorry, I took your number 1.
Yeah,
so you can use your throwaway
okay.
one next if you want. We'll say that's your number 1, but you can use your throw. Just get another quote in for me here. So what's your number 2, and move the other one to number 1. I'm sure we have the same.
I
bet you have at least one of these 2. I'd be surprised.
This one is from the car scene again with "I want some fucking French toast," and it's, "Don't ever be named Dan. Dan rhymes with man, and men jerk off, and he was a jerk off."
It's a good line. So two of your top 4 favorite quotes from that movie are from Leslie Mann.
Well, it wasn't because you stole my number 1. You stole my number 1.
Well, you said,
so
that's 4. That's
1 was from Leslie.
I said 2 of 4. I didn't say 2 of 3. I said 2 of 4. You're at 4.
Oh.
You're saying 4, and 2 of them are from Leslie Mann. I think that's disrespectful to the man himself.
Well, I thought about it when I just said a Leslie Mann quote, so I'm sure I can think of another one.
Well, I'm up at number 2.
How about?
I'm just saying it's a little disrespectful.
"And now his pants are blue."
That is good. That is good. That is a good quote. So these next 2 I say all the time. I really am struggling to decide which one is okay. No, this one I'll say is, I know what my number 1 is. So my number 2 is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? And I will say that all the time, just rant to nothing, not in any sort of context, but I'll say it all the time.
Yeah, that was my number 2.
So there you go.
You're wrecking my list.
Well, your list got fucked up. It's cool. You better have more. I like 80 more. I could say. That's my number. It's just really, I don't know why I say it, Like I won't say it to anything. I was like, is it true if you don't? I would just say like to Miranda, I just sit there and go, do you know? Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it? That one she didn't respond to. The one she responded was like, what was the one I would say? God, no, I'm blanking. I'd say because it just would come out of my mouth. Doesn't matter. I forgot. It was very similar. No, that is
So
you have to make another one up now for your number one.
yeah, it's when I can't even think of her name in the movie when Jane
Don't
Lynch sings the song to Andy and then ends it un partido de fútbol.
It is good.
It's so good.
It is good. There's just so many
wish I could
Carell quotes that
remember
you're leaving behind. Here's my number one. I'll do my number one. I do like that scene. That scene in general. She's crazy in that movie. I've never liked her more than in that movie. That was my favorite version of her.
No.
Was her in that movie. So this one I will quote, and it's only in like, I think it was in the unrated version of the movie, or was in the theater. It's not in every version of the movie, but it's my favorite quote. And when it's not in the movie, I get sad. It's when they're walking the TV out and they drop it off, him and Seth Rogen, and he's talking about how he's a 7'3" Imperial Yo-Yo Master, and he goes, "Oh, do me, Yo-Yo Master. Yeah. I want you to do me because you're the Yo-Yo guy." Are you talking over my quote? What are you doing? Oh yeah, let me just read the quote. What are we doing? Shut the fuck up. I'm like, what is she doing? Shut up. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna read the quote again, and you're not gonna try to talk over it. He says, "Oh, do me, Yo-Yo Master. I want you to do me because you're the Yo-Yo guy." Thank you. Now say whatever the fuck you want him to say.
It's very good.
It is good, but it's not in every version. Some people have never seen that line in the movie.
Really?
Yes, Tara.
I just thought of another one I really liked. This one will be my number one. I hope you got a big trunk so I could put my bike in it.
Yeah, I believe it's that because I'm going to put my bike in it.
Because I'm going to put my bike in it. She's like, oh.
No, that was one. That was my next one. That was one that didn't make the list, and it's really good.
Yeah. I need some poon.
Yeah, so there's that one. Basically, the whole time he's wasted is like quote after quote.
Yeah.
I need some poon, or it's like, hey, motherfucker, as he stands up. Yeah. It's so fucking and good. Like, so he just good. It's just like every quote during that part is so good. There's a quote. God, what does he say? And it's Packard is the kid's dad at the sex, like group, the kids, where he says, if you don't lose it, you lose it.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, he goes, I really do. I prefer vaginal sex. And then he goes, he really does. Such a good line. It's such a good line.
He really does.
There's so much. I just pulled up a thing that's just memes from it. I'm trying to find a good one. How many pots have you smoked today? And he's like getting all pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny. Whenever he gets fired up, he just says wild shit. Wild shit. So yeah, that's 40-Year-Old Virgin. And Tara, we're only 43 minutes in. We don't got nothing else on our to-do list. I'm sure you got some shit maybe though. Do you?
Not much. The holidays weren't great today.
No. So I will say, since it was we kind of already did 1984, but I did say, so this is the 40th anniversary this year of Purple Rain. That was going to be one of my 40s.
Oh.
Just because I couldn't think of 40. Oh, wait. Let me give you the 40s I don't like. Hold on. I got that list, Sarah. 40s I don't care for. Now, I said I like the 40-yard dash, right? I don't like running it. I hated running the 40-yard dash. I felt like I was running in mud. When I was like, why can't I run faster? I hated the 40-yard dash. Lots of 40s in the Bible. It's a big thing in the Bible. I don't know if you know this.
I didn't. I'm not a big Bible girl.
Lent. Well, when I say them, you'll know. Lent. Not a fan. I hate Lent.
I know Lent.
Can't eat for 40 days. Something to do, because and what that has to do with something with there was a lot of fasting of 40 days in the Bible, and
Mhm.
and when Jesus was rose, he was on earth for 40 days before he went into heaven. I think it was. But there was 40 days of flood, 40 days, 40 nights of flooding for Noah's Ark. There was 40
Terrible.
years of wandering the desert for the fucking Jews.
Ugh,
Moses and his Jews, 40 years of wandering.
it's a long time.
And that's not good. And then the final one, my fifth one I don't like, is 40-hour work week. Gross.
Oh yeah, hate it.
Hit the road, 40-hour work week.
Hit the road. Hit
People
the
trying
road.
to give us a 60-hour work week. They're trying to say during the 2020, this whole Project 2025 they're talking about. What is that even? Get out of here.
60-hour work week? Eat my balls. No.
The world would riot and start murdering.
Yeah.
Murdering. It's one thing to work 60 hours when you're making a bunch of dough and you kind of like your job, but if you're just working some shitty job,
Right.
listen, it ain't happening.
And even then, it's like, God.
The people will rise up.
So many
and murder.
hours.
The people will rise up.
Yeah.
And murder. They'll rise up and murder. So yeah, that's my 40s that I don't like.
I think I might have a couple extra 40s I did like. Let's see.
Zero.
A 40 burger in football. When someone puts up 40, that's pretty impressive.
I don't like when people say, first of all, it's a 50 burger. Saying 40 burger doesn't even make sense.
Well, it's a 40 burger in football.
It's not but 50 burger was always the word, and then they started making 40 burger. They can't be both burgers. That's my take on the matter.
Okay. February 9th is the 40th day of the year, and it's also National Pizza Day, and I fucking love pizza.
Today is?
So, no.
What day is?
February 9th, which
What's
is the
that do?
40th day of the year.
Oh, you looked that up. I like that.
I looked it up, and the holiday was National Pizza Day, and that is a great holiday.
We missed
I'm one of those people that loves pizza. Not a lot of nutritional value in it, but
There can be.
my favorite.
There can be some
If it's made,
value.
if it's made not deliciously.
Robin Williams was born today.
I knew that.
Tara,
Michael Finley, number 40.
Hold on.
I wasn't done with my
I couldn't
40s.
find any athletes. I didn't find that one when I looked it up. I was struggling to find
Michael
40s
Finley.
athletes. It was driving me nuts.
And he's awesome.
I like Michael Finley a lot. Former Badger. Any other 40 things before I move on?
Crazy Legs Hirsch, he was also a football player.
Yeah, I know who Crazy
And
Legs is.
he was from Wisconsin.
He won the
and he was
Heisman.
awesome, and he ran with crazy legs. And it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed him at one of our one of the football games when I was in college. They did like a whole piece on him for one of the games.
Mm-hmm.
And then and Sarah went to that game with me. And then later that night, she was running because she was tipsy and had heels on, and she was calling herself Crazy Legs Hirsch. So it will forever be one of my favorite names.
Nice.
And that is it.
What just happened here? My computer went dark for a second. I don't know what that was about. So there is some good birthdays for today. I'll say that. Robin Williams was born on this date.
Yeah, that was one of my. I got a question for you for that.
All right, say it. I was gonna say it. If you got it, shoot it at me.
Top 3 Robin Williams movies.
Top 3 Robin Williams movies. Okay, I'm gonna go with Aladdin number 3, Mrs. Doubtfire number 2, Jack number 1. That's my top 3 Robin Williams movies in that order. What are yours?
I would say
Just shit out of your mouth like I do. That's all I do. I just start shitting out of my mouth. I don't care if I actually really believe what the
I
three
really
are.
do like. I like Aladdin a lot. So when you said that, I'm like, ooh, I feel like I got to do Aladdin. And then Jack, because that movie is so sad and good. But Birdcage is my number 1.
Oh, fuck. Birdcage is good. I just love Mrs. Doubtfire.
It's so good.
Birdcage probably is my 4th. I do like Birdcage. I haven't seen that in a long time. When's the last time you saw Birdcage?
Mm-hmm. Nah.
20 years?
I don't know. No, I've seen it in the last couple of years. I watched it. I think it might have been within the last year, honestly.
Okay. Well, there you go. Couple other people born. I'm skipping TikTokers and all that. Rory Culkin. Rank your Culkins, Tara.
Ooh.
Rory, Macaulay, and Kieran. Give me them in order.
Kieran,
At what?
Rory, 3. Kieran's 3. Rory's
Kieran's your
2.
least favorite Culkin?
Macaulay is 1. I don't know him in anything.
You what do you know Rory from?
I feel like he
Signs?
was. What? Yeah.
Signs? Let me tell you a little story, Tara. Kieran is the best of the 3.
I
mean,
just don't know him from anything.
you didn't watch Succession, I guess. He's
No.
the best.
Or I probably would have him
He's
up
the best.
there.
You should watch Succession. It's so good. It's so good.
No, you said I wouldn't like it.
No, I changed my mind. You'd like it. It's stupid.
Kieran. We're gonna see what. What's Kieran been in? Father of the Bride. Ooh, I change it.
When he's a kid.
Yeah.
You don't even know him.
I'm changing it.
Why? What movie got you?
Rory. She's All That. He was really good in that.
Rory?
Yeah. No, Kieran.
You just said Rory though.
Oh, I said Rory's 3.
Okay.
Kieran's 2.
Okay. So my order is Rory
Macaulay's
3,
1.
Macaulay 2, Kieran 1. That's not true. Rory, Kieran, Macaulay. I can't. Macaulay was the best. When he was young,
He was the best.
Also
he was the
born
cutest little guy.
today, Josh Hartnett.
I love him.
Are you excited about the new Josh Hartnett
such a
movie?
babe.
I kind of am.
There's a new one?
It's called Trap,
I didn't.
and it's M. Night Shyamalan movie, and which
Oh.
I don't love his movies as of late, but you should watch the trailer of it, Tara. It looks like it fucking rocks. Josh Hartnett just looks like he's good as fuck in it. He looks cool as hell in it. He's been in a lot of stuff lately, and he's 46, and he looks great.
The thing about Josh yeah, you would. The thing about Josh Hartnett is I feel like he said that he started taking movies that he wanted to do and he didn't care if it was the moneymaker choice. So maybe he's going to revive M. Night's Poopers and he'll have a good movie for the first time since what? Signs?
The Village.
The Village? Yeah.
People like his other shitty movies though. Josh Hartnett. Do you have favorite Josh Hartnett movies? What's your favorite Josh Hartnett movie? Mine's The Faculty. Mine's The Faculty. Do you know
I don't
The Faculty?
know if I've ever. What's it about?
It's like a high school that gets taken over by like aliens, almost like The Thing sort of thing, where the aliens are like entering people's bodies like in The Thing, and they're kind of taking over the whole school. Usher's also in it. Have you seen this movie, Tara? Tara, we should watch The Faculty.
I might have seen it back in the day. It sounds vaguely
it's got Elijah
familiar,
Wood in
but
it as well.
Huh.
I don't know if you Tara. It was a huge movie. I loved it. Faculty. I can see you not watching it because it's a horror movie.
I liked horror movies.
Is it streaming anywhere? Oh yeah, Miranda didn't like it.
I feel like I had to have seen it if Usher was in it because I loved Usher too. Usher
was in it. It's not anywhere free, sadly. It's a bummer because it is good. I love The Faculty. It was on something recently, and now that we want to watch it, it's not anywhere. Tara, figure out if you've seen it or not. If not, we're gonna watch it.
Okay, let me go to it and see.
Was
Ali Larter in it?
Who?
Ali Larter?
I don't think so. Is she?
I don't know.
I don't think so. To be honest.
What was that one that I was thinking she was in? Oh, she was in Final Destination.
Yeah.
Trailer.
Faculty's Tara, okay. I feel like maybe don't watch too much of it. It'll give us some away.
Okay.
I feel like from what I'm telling you, if you don't know if you've seen it, you probably haven't seen it.
I feel like I might have.
Are you watching the trailer?
I'm trying to. All right. God. I can't hear you, so don't talk.
I can talk all I want. Don't tell me not to talk. I can vamp. I'm a master. Here's some other birthdays that she won't care about. Kevin Burgess, rapper. Sarah Sampaio, 33, model. She's good looking. Chriselle Staus, 43, soap opera actress. Don't know her. Yolanda Gamp, 47, YouTube star. King Roscoe, 21, rapper. Diana Guerrero, 38, TV actress. I know her from Orange is the New Black.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Tara, it's so good. We should watch it. Maybe we'll watch it together this week.
Okay.
Love it. We'll get our Josh Hartnett fix in. I was naming some other birthdays that you wouldn't care about, but one that is big and is 26 on the list, which is bullshit. Like YouTube stars and TikTokers ahead of Don Knotts, Tara. Don Knotts. Mr. Barnold Fife.
That's ridiculous.
26th. 26th. Dumb.
He's
Don
so
Knotts.
good.
Don Knotts is one of the all-times. One of the all-time funny
He was
guys.
so good in Pleasantville.
Maybe one of the funniest guys ever. One of the best, like, just face actors of all time. Just like making faces to like get his point across, hamming it up. But it worked for him. It fucking worked for Don Knotts. No doubt
Big fan
about it. There's some other people here. No one you care about, I would say. Juno Temple. She's pretty low for being on a hit show like, whatever, Ted Lasso. Damian Marley,
Juno
Bob
Temple?
Marley's son. Cat Stevens. So there you go.
Oh,
Any holidays? What were today's holidays, Terry?
there's like no real good ones. There was National Ice Cream Day, which I'm pretty bummed out that I missed it because I do love ice cream.
I mean, just go get some ice cream.
It's 10/12.
Have you heard of Quick Trip?
Oh, I don't want that kind of ice cream. I want like someone to scoop it for me.
Oh, I mean, Tara, it's close enough. You get some tasty Ben and Jerry's or something.
And then I'll eat a whole ass pint.
Tara, what are your
I'll eat
three?
that.
I think we've probably done this before. What are your 3 favorite ice cream flavors? I know we've done this before. We don't have to do it, or do it.
Yeah.
Do it. It's also National Junk Food Day. Terry, you want to know what I've eaten today? Guys, I had a
Yeah.
party last night, and I did not make myself any real food today. I ate Rice Krispie treats and some leftover Twinkie cake and Doritos and macaroni salad. Or was it considered macaroni salad, or just pasta salad? But like the kind
There was
with like
pasta salad?
mayo in it and stuff. Yeah, like mayo pasta salad, like a supper salad type of thing. Those are the things I ate today. That's all I ate today. And I also had that Dr. Pepper Zero cream soda. I didn't realize I hadn't had it yet. That's good.
It's delicious.
I could drink the fucking shit out
And they
of that.
don't always have it. And when they have it, it goes fast in my house.
Tara, top 3 national junk food, or top 3 junk foods for you. Go. Tara, marry, fuck, kill, hamburger, pizza. God, what's another junk? What's like another major one? Hamburger, pizza.
Is a hamburger a junk food?
No, but it just made me think of it. Hamburger, pizza, chicken wings. I'm not, okay, junk food. Top 3 chips. Go. We've done all these things. We've done all these things. I feel
I
like
know.
at this point.
I
We're running
know.
out of things. No more lists. Tara, marry, fuck, kill. A dog, a cat, and a horse. Do it.
I will marry a
Just
dog.
Tara, stop overthinking it. I just spit it out.
I said I'll marry a dog.
Yeah.
Because I like dogs the best.
Okay.
They are little buddies. I'll F a cat
Okay.
because they're like not all, like if it's a good cat, I would marry it, but some of the cats just hide and that's not fun. And then I would kill a horse just because I don't really, they kind of scare me. A irrational fear I have are horses.
I don't know if it's irrational. They're kind of crazy. I
Yeah.
just think horses got big hogs. I thought you might want to bang one. I guess it's not literally. You're not going to literally.
No,
bang
I'm not literally doing any of that.
It's also tomorrow's beta-glucan day.
What's
So we're not-
beta-glucan?
I don't know. So it's not. My birthday is Tuesday, the 23rd. I feel like we
Yeah.
should do something. Talk about a couple more things from that because we're at 15 minutes. We got a
Sure.
little bit of time. It's National Gorgeous Grandma Day. Someone
We've got a gorgeous one.
Everyone's grandma's gorgeous. That's kind of like
Yeah.
that was like whoever came up with the name of that one was like really trying hard. National
Yeah.
Gorgeous Grandma Day. Grandma, you're gorgeous. I made National Gorgeous Grandma Day. Shut up. What about some
they
who
wanna
are some
be the-
actual hot ass grandmas?
But they
Like-
want to be like the favorite grandkid. That's why they created.
Who are some
National
hot ass
Portrait's
grandmas
grandma.
right now? Hot ass older
Um,
women out there. You know what's her name always looks good.
Who?
Barbara. She played Barbarella. Or not Barbarella.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. Hot grandma.
Martha Stewart.
Sure. Helen Mirren always looking good. Hot
Yeah.
grandma. There it is. I think we did it.
Are they all grandmas though? For real?
I just said older ladies. That's all I'm saying. Are they all grandmas for real? I would imagine they're all grandmas. If I had to guess, I would say they're all grandmas. Did I send you the picture of just all the Jenners from like
No.
and Kardashians from like 10 years ago or whatever it was? It's like what they used to look like, and they all are so ugly. They're just
It's
not.
like, you're
cute
not
at
ugly. You're just poor.
all. Right. Exactly.
I bought myself a face mask thing.
Yeah.
It's like a light therapy thing to help my face look younger. Because I don't want to. I used to always want to do like the Botox thing, and now that
Why?
I'm almost 40, I'm like, maybe I should do it, but I don't want to do it. I don't like the
There's
way
no
it
reason.
looks. Well, it
There's no
looks good
reason.
on some people, but I would be that person
Nah.
where it would like one of my eyes would like droop and the other one would stay open, and it would be terrible. So I'm just gonna try to do light therapy.
Okay.
Light therapy.
So Terry, you missed National Ice Cream Day, but
Yeah.
Tuesday is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day and National Sprinkle Day. So you could do a
Oh
little
my
combo.
God.
You could combo on the two if you'd like.
And you know how I feel about sprinkles.
You love
I
sprinkles.
freaking love them.
You love sprinkles. I like sprinkles.
Day one.
Miranda hated sprinkles. Didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like them. She still doesn't like them. Actually,
I always think it's a red flag when people don't like sprinkles.
I don't.
And
I don't. Why? You know how many people I've known to not like sprinkles? Like Miranda. That was it. And I just. You know other people that don't like sprinkles?
Yeah, I know.
Red
a lot
flag,
of
really.
people.
Red flag.
Yep, it's a red flag. It's like
It's a crazy
something's
take.
wrong with you. My friend
crazy
Trav
take.
hates sprinkles. Red flag.
We also want
It's
to you're gonna keep talking about sprinkles?
I mean, I could talk sprinkles all day. I'm a sprinkle.
I couldn't. I like sprinkles, but I don't like a lot of sprinkles. Like I don't like
Mom
when
doesn't
someone's
like
like
sprinkles.
Oh, that's
Mom
right.
doesn't like sprinkles. Red flag.
You're right. Mom
Red
is a
flag.
red flag.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to wish a couple people a happy birthday on for the 23rd.
Oh.
I want to thank my best friend Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
My buddy Slash and my other good buddy Marlon Waynes. Happy birthday.
I
Coming
didn't
up on
realize
Tuesday.
Slash had the same birthday as you.
Tara,
No
I
wonder
say
you picked him
Slash.
as your-
That's my one I've known the longest. I've always loved it. What are you
didn't
talking
know
about?
that.
That's why I went
didn't
as
know
Slash
it.
for
Sorry.
Tara. That's why I went as Slash for Party Like Rockstar because I was Fat Slash.
Well, guess what? You never said the reason I'm dressed up as
Tara,
Slash
I
is
literally say
because
that
we
Slash
share
has the same
birthday.
birthday. People say who has the same birthday as you. The first thing on my mouth is Slash.
No, you say Daniel Radcliffe.
This time, I did, I said Slash last, but that's because I was building up. Woody Harrelson also shares a birthday with me. Catherine Hahn, very funny lady, shares a birthday with me.
She is really funny.
Michelle
I
Williams,
like her.
David
Which one?
Dobrik,
Which Michelle Williams?
Black Michelle Williams, Nomar Garcia Parra, Stephanie Seymour. Who's Stephanie Seymour? It's a familiar name. Oh, she's like a model. She's like one of the. And she's like I think one of the OG like supermodels. Yeah. That's what it is. She's 55. I bet she's a grandma. She's a hot grandma.
Do you know who shares a birthday with me?
Doesn't matter. We'll talk about it in September. What are we talking about? This is not about you today. We're gonna hold off. I actually don't know who shares birthdays with you. I'm pretty vocal about it. Oh, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. I forgot. Rest in peace. Philip Seymour Hoffman's
he
July
was so
23rd
good.
birthday. I got a lot of good ones, honestly. Those are the ones I just named.
You
are
do.
pretty good.
I feel like
Good.
I've started to have more that are better, but my claim to fame was always Jeff Foxworthy.
You might be a redneck if you're Tara Mellon.
You might be a redneck. Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, if you want to send
Might
us
be.
emails at MELLONfights, it's MELLON fights. Tell us whose birthday you share. Just because I want to know. MELLON fights@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Tara, email? Anything you want? Do you have
Let's
a
do
wettest
it.
or driest moment? Wettest moment of the week? You already gave me your driest. What was your wettest moment of the week?
My wettest moment was just being in Chicago for your B-Day. I just
Oh, I
love
didn't-
it there. And then I
Yeah. You didn't get
love
to
your
experience-
apartment.
I guess you took the train and stuff. You
Yeah.
love my apartment?
I love your apartment. I love the roof. I
Yeah,
love
it was a good-
seeing everybody. Saw a friend who I hadn't seen in 3 years, so it was good to see her.
Yeah, you got to see a
Saw
lot of people you
another
haven't seen in a
friend
long
who I
time.
hadn't seen in probably 5 years.
Yeah.
And then yeah. And then
You saw a few- you
another
saw a
friend who
couple
I
of
probably hadn't seen in 3 years. So
Yeah.
it was a fun time.
I think
It was
most people
chill.
you hadn't seen
My
in
favorite kind.
years. Terry, you hadn't seen a lot of those people in years.
I feel like
Other than
Emily
John.
too. Jesus. John's the one that I'd seen the
Most
most
recent
recent.
for sure. But everyone else was at
Mhm.
least, I'd say, your
at least
party.
3 years.
At least your party.
Yeah. Yes,
I would say. And then some of them were much longer.
definitely. Mhm.
So that was fun. Did I have a wettest moment of the week? My wettest moment of the week? Yeah, it was probably my party last night. People coming out to celebrate Andrew W.
Mhm.
It was kind of interesting. It was like an interesting crew. It was like kind of it was one of my smaller get-togethers I've had, I think I want to say, for my birthday when I do a full thing for it.
Mhm.
But it was like I had people from kind of like every kind of like step of the way
Yeah.
of my Chicago life. I had someone from the early improv years. I had someone from, our acting class years and my trolley working years. There's someone here from that. And then there was like the last 5 years, like the hotel years. I had hotel people here. And then I just had this kind of like even my neighbor was here. So it's kind of like every little generation of me being here. And then obviously my fam was here. But yeah, that was kind of it was a wet little night for me. And I had a lot to drink. I had a little bit of beverage. I already told you that. I think
He
40. I had a
beveraged
40.
out.
Had a 40 and some other drinks. Partied.
I drank almost a full bottle of wine. That's so out of
Oh, I
character.
gotta bring that other
for
bottle of
me.
wine back for you.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff here that I think they thought I'd be bringing today, but I'll just bring it tomorrow. I don't want to forget. Oh, I
don't
forgot
think
Monica
anyone
Lewinsky also
cares.
shares my birthday. Me and Monica
Ooh.
Lewinsky. Who do you think gives
You
better
both love a good
BJs?
cigar.
We both do love a good cigar. I'll give you that much. I think I have one email for us here. Let me pull it up. And then we'll get out of here a little early.
Sorry, Monica. That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice, but I don't disagree. I believe we have one email.
Mom said that we have 2.
What? I'm just
I
telling
think
you
we
what
have
I
2.
have one email to open. Happy week
Oh.
of Drew's 40th birthday. Love the burpees. 40 days, 40 better challenge. Man, that takes strength. I agree. James P. and I tag teamed this one. Okay, so there's 2 from one person. Emotional support is not for losers. We all need support and should own it. Stop. Mom, stop. We're calling people out that don't need, that are full of shit. I don't even remember what we said. Do you remember what we said?
You said that emotional
my
support
rock was not
rocks.
an emotional support rock.
Yeah.
No,
Because
it's just
emotional support is for losers.
Yeah, it is. So it is for a loser. I did not taking it back. It is.
Take
it
it
ain't
back.
real.
Yes,
it
it is for some people.
Aliens. It's
No.
actually called Alien Mom, not aliens. Agree. Someone should stay awake when in outer space.
Mhm.
What are
Exactly.
they, rookies? No, the fact that someone was the sleeping didn't hurt them.
Yes, it did, because that's when. Yes, it did. Because all of a sudden, when they were sleeping, something went in and changed their course of direction.
Well, that was always going to happen, probably.
No, because if someone was up, they'd be like, "What the hell? No, we're going back to Earth."
But then the thing would have forced them to do it anyway, just like it did, because they were not going to go. They didn't want to go there, and they had to go because they said they had to go. It was like part of their contract. The rating should have been based on micro undies, like how small the undies are. I thought the same thing before Tara said it. Should have left it at that. They were such small undies. Nude list.
Mom and Dad were laughing.
Me and Dad list. I don't know. So they made it together. Dirk Diggler at the end of the movie. So his dong. That was definitely from Mom. She loves it. That's one wiener. Saving Sarah Marshall. It's not what it's called. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Jason Segel scenes. So wieners. So far we have only wieners. 2 Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Phoebe Cates scene. That's not a wiener, but there was a wiener being tugged on in that scene. It's probably why Mom picked it. I'm guessing it's all Mom's picks because she likes wieners so much. Hitman with Pam Grier, Bernie Casey. Your dad went to the movie with his bros in Seville, and it was filled with nudity. They weren't supposed to get in because they were so young. The next day, they went back for the movie poster. Nice. Can I tell you something? Pam Grier, really hot. And Pam Grier nude, real good looking. You ever seen her nude, Tara? She looks great. Looks great. I know it's not a movie, but the nude scenes in The Outlander are the best ever. I don't know what Outlander is. Do you?
No, is it new?
No idea what it is.
Is it a TV show?
I would imagine since it's not a movie, I don't know what else it would be, that she'd see nudity in it. Yeah. It's 7 seasons on like Netflix. It's on Netflix. I don't know if it was originally on Netflix though. Probably on something else. So there's just nude scenes in it. I bet. Sick.
Sounds
Looks
like a
like a
bunch
real-
of good ones.
Looks like a dumb show, but Mom must get horned up about it.
Drew.
Mom's getting horned
How
up
can
about
you
it.
tell?
Dork, nerd, geek. Dork, a person that is corny at times. Not always Andrew and his corny jokes in the memes he sends. Cornball. I kind of said that, didn't I? That dork is like.
Yeah, they
it's
agreed
like a
with you on
moment.
that one.
Nerd,
They did
brainy, and
not agree with
awkward.
you on the others.
Geek, oddball, obsessed with something tough. Call on all 3. I think that's basically what I said. But I was saying they suck. The brainy, awkward
You were
ones
saying-
usually suck.
You were saying
nerds.
you said that nerds were losers.
They are losers. They are losers. I'm not taking this back. Top 3 40s, whatever it means to you. 3 is 40-ounce beer. 2 American Weekly Top 40 Casey Kasem. Their Casey Kasem age makes sense.
Ooh,
In 40
for
days
them.
to a 40 better. Good answer. I don't
Look
know why that was
out.
not Tara's answer. I couldn't do it myself. Top 3 quotes. 40-year-old virgin. Kelly Clarkson. Where you yell at Kelly Clarkson. You know when you grab a woman's breast and it feels like, and you feel it and it feels like a bag of sand when you're touching it? Yep. And then me so horny. Me so horny? Me so
horny.
stupid.
He's so stupid. That
What do
one.
you say?
I
Me
say
so
that
horny?
one all the time.
James' wettest and driest moments of the week. When Mario tried to do a wet willy on Jean,
Oh,
but it
gosh,
ended up being a
too
dry
funny.
willy. It was so funny, hilarious. So it was wettest and driest because he was a wet willy that was dry. That's funny. That is a good one. And then that's all we got. Have a Tuesday. The next one is your B-Day. Love the rent. It is. This will be coming out on my birthday. That's right. Coming out
Yeah.
on my birthday. Is it weird that I put it out 2 days after we record? No, it's because I need time to edit it sometimes. Hey Tara,
Hey, Drew.
stay dry. Wait, do you have anything
Stay
else? Do you have
dry.
any grievances or anything like that?
Yeah, I
What?
do actually.
What is it?
So I was at the gas station trying to get gas,
Yeah.
and my credit card wouldn't work, and I was like, this should work. I think this is an issue with the machine. So I got back into my car and I flipped it because there was an open one right next to me. So I flipped it, got in there. It's one of those gas stations where there's 3 in a row. And I went to just the first open one. And all of a sudden I get out, I start doing my gas stuff, and a car comes up and gives me this dirty ass look. And I was driving my friend and I said, "Oh, someone just gave me like a crazy look." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I'll tell you later." So just going about my business, starting to put my stuff in, and then I hear this guy say, "I was right behind you. The right thing to do would have been to move up to the middle gas pump. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, I didn't see you. And then he was like, yeah, that would have been the right thing to do. And I was like, all right,
Okay, you
bro.
stupid fuck.
And I go, well,
I definitely would call that guy a dumb fuck.
I go,
For
well,
that
it's a
fight.
good thing there were 6 open
Right.
pumps. And he goes, what'd you say? I said, well, it's a good thing there were 6 open gas pumps. And then he was at the pump that I was at that wasn't working.
Yeah.
And it didn't work for him either. And by that time, there were no pumps available. So then he had to wait
That's
for his pump. But I was just like, he could have pulled in and gone to that middle one if he wanted. I don't like going because sometimes people park crazy and you get stuck in there. So I was like,
You also don't know
not-
if you pull. You don't know what side anyone's are on. You just pick the one you want to
exactly.
go to because people's things are on opposite sides. So
Yes.
if you'd pulled up to the one and he was coming from the other way, you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Go fuck off,
Exactly.
middleman.
Because he
Go
could
suck
have been
someone's
going to.
dick.
And I'm
How
like,
old do you
because
think
then
this
I'm
guy
like,
was? He was an older guy, younger guy.
probably older guy. He was probably in his
What was he driving?
late 60s, early 70s.
What was he driving?
Van or an SUV.
Hmm.
But I
Maybe.
just, it was so ridiculous because, like I said, there were seriously 6 open pumps.
I love that he went to the one that wasn't working.
I know.
Dumbass.
And then gave me attitude. I'm like, sorry.
Hey, Tara. Have a Tuesday.
Hey, Drew. Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon fights.
MELLONfights. I
The
forgot
fuck
to say.
was that? That was been you all day. She just sitting there and with a dumb look on her face. I bet she was actually fucking. I bet you when she pulled into that spot, there was a guy right, and she's just a dumbass.
No, there wasn't.
Pretty sure. Oh fuck.
I was enjoying her singing.
Jesus.
And I realized how bad we are when I listen to it, how I'm always off. So I was like,
Sometimes
oh, I
it's
should
right
have gone earlier. Oh,
Mm.
Melon fights.
Nailed it.